National Park Service, the National Park, the National Park Service.
The National Park Service. The National Park Service. The National Park Service. The National Park Service. The National Park Service. The Park Service. National Park. The National Park Service. Park and Parks. Or Parks. The Park Service. The Park Service. The National Park Service. The National Park Service.
The National Park Service. Park Service. National Park. The National Park Service. The National Park. The Park. The National Park Service. The National Park. National Parks. The National Parks. The National Park Service. National Park Service. The National Parks. Are parks. A national park or national park or park national parks. National Park. The National Parks. Parks. The parks or national parks or park. The National Park Service. The National Parks. The National Park. National Parks. National Park or national parks. National Park. National Parks. National Park. National Park. National Park. The National Park. The National Park Service. The National Park Service. The National Parks. The Park Service. The National Park Service. The National Park. The National Park. The National Park. The Park Service. The National Park. The National Parks. Park Service. The National Park. The National Park. The National Park Service. Park. The Parks. The National Parks. Park. The National Park. The National Park.
The Park Service. National Park Service.
The National Parks. The National Park. The Parks. National Park. The National Parks.
National Park. The National Parks.
The Park. National Parks. The National Parks.
National Parks.
The National Park. The National Parks.
The Park Service.
The National Park Service. Service. The National Park.
The Park.
National Park.
National Parks.
The National Park Service.
Parks.
Parks. The
Parks. The Park.
The National Parks.
The National Parks. Parks.
National Parks. National Park. National Parks. Park. National Parks.
The Park Service. Parks. The Park Service.
The National Park. The Park Service.
The Park Service.
Park Service. Parks. Service. The National Park Service. The National Park Service. The Park Service.
The National Park. National Parks. National Parks.
The National Parks. Parks.